Good morning, everybody. I cannot love this story enough. It's no secret that I think the world of the Chapin family, the way they have persevered, I'll say, with grace, dignity, honoring Ethan, honoring the other victims. I just think they're fabulous people. And in the wake of the most unthinkable thing, I mean, a quadruple murder after Ethan had just hung out with his sister. He's just hanging out with Xana. He doesn't know Brian. And it's mind blowing. I mean, any way you look at it. He's the oldest of a set of triplets, and they're turning this horrific event into a positive. They've started a foundation. It's called Ethan's Smile. It's offering scholarships for Conway-area graduates. They're from Conway, Washington. And they have a tulip valley. And I believe the ones that they're selling are yellow and white. Absolutely gorgeous. Check it out. But they spoke with GMA yesterday, and it's heartbreaking. They have supported the police. They have supported the investigation and just are fabulous people. I don't know how they're carrying on the way they are. I think it's just them. They are just really good people. Look at this with me and tell me what you think, because I just think it's a great idea.
Chapin, one of the 4 students killed in an off-campus house last November, is speaking for the first time. Kana Whitworth has the story. Good morning, Kana.
Yeah, George, good morning. Jim and Stacy Chapin say they've been receiving supportive messages from people around the world. I went and met them at the tulip farm where Ethan spent his summers working to see how they're honoring their son's memory.
Pushing through the earth, the yellow and white tulips bearing the name Ethan's Smile, meeting the sun for the first time.
It's just turned into something so special, something tangible that represents him now.
Nearly 5 months ago, the 20-year-old was murdered along with his girlfriend Xana Kernodle and her roommates Kaylee Gonzalez and Madison Mogan in that off-campus home at the University of Idaho.
It's tough not having him here. Stacy and I get up and watch the sunrise and drink our coffee and cry in your coffee.
Ethan's parents, Jim and Stacy, speaking out for the first time.
I love to hug him. I'd give anything to just be able to hug him.
You just always make sure you just always hug your kid.
Ethan, the eldest of triplets, so full of joy. He spent his last day on this earth with his siblings. The 3 seen here at his sister Maisie's sorority formal before spending time with Xana at his Sigma Chi fraternity and then Xana's home at 1122 King Street, where they were murdered just hours later. That house set to be demolished.
You think stuff like that never happens.
You do. You think it happens to other people. But I'm telling you, if it can happen to us, it can happen to anybody.
Both Maisie and Hunter are now back at school, preparing to graduate without their brother.
Hunter, he was kind of Ethan's wingman.
I mean, you realize when you're a triplet, you have spent your whole life together, the 3 of them.
Stacy and Jim lean on each other in what they're calling a shuttersome year of firsts, doing things they've always done, but for the first time without Ethan, preparing for milestones.
The one we have coming up first, 21st birthday.
That's going to be
We
tough.
have talked about the kids' 21st birthday forever.
We have.
That's going to be tricky.
Yeah, that is going to be a tricky time.
Yep.
Here at Tulip Valley Farms, Ethan worked in the fields planting bulbs, and now he's being remembered with his own. Ethan's Smile.
There have been, right now, 80,000 bulbs sold.
The Chapins have big intentions to give back to both their communities in Skagit Valley, Washington, where Ethan grew up, and Moscow, Idaho, with scholarships funded by proceeds from the Ethan Smile Foundation.
We've created something that is good, that Ethan would love. He loved people, he loved a great adventure, and he was inclusive. If we could touch as many lives as he touched in 20 years in our lifetime, the world would be a better place.
Now they know they have a lot of hard days ahead. At the end of June, Brian Koberger, the suspect in these murders, will appear in court in Moscow, Idaho for a preliminary hearing. But Stacy says in the meantime, she's getting pictures from people who have planted those Ethan Smile bulbs. And she says watching them grow really helps. And George, as you heard her say, they've sold at least 80,000 so far.